Hello, this is your girl Deshanine. Welcome back. So while I make some things, I'm making a shopping bag for one of my customers as a thank you. It's like a thank you gift. I figure that I would tell you some stories as I work. So as I said in the previous video, you may or you may not know, I'm going through a divorce. So I am at my mother's house with my son. Now, I'm going to tell you about when we went to Mexico. When we went to Mexico, they kept stopping me like I was El Chapo's wife or girlfriend or whatever. I don't know why. But, so here's the thing. I don't like clutter. I don't like a lot of bags. And I don't like to have to carry a lot of bags either. So, for this trip, it was a 7-day stay in Mexico. And I had 2 carry-on bags, one personal bag and one Pullman, 22-inch Pullman. And I packed my things and my son's things inside the bag. I had about 15 or so days worth of clothing for myself and then for him as well. I always feel like you need to overpack than underpack, but if you're gonna overpack, at least do it like in a smart way so that you don't have to use like a 24-inch, 26-inch, 28-inch, whatever. I don't want to check my luggage, basically is what I'm trying to get to. I don't want to check it. I want to take it with me and go. So in my backpack, I had, which is like a convertible backpack, handbag, whatever. I had my laptop, my toiletries, cell phone, my wrap for the plane, because it's going to get cold, some snacky snacks in case you get hungry, my money, passports, all that kind of stuff. So I had that in my backpack, and then the carry-on, I had shoes. I had a few changes of shoes. I had my clothes, and then his clothes, and his toiletries were your toiletries in your backpack? Okay, yeah, his toiletries were in his backpack, but I had, whatever. So as I'm going through the airport, TSA stops me, and they say, first of all, the little thingy thing goes off, right? And the lady says, "Oh, you're the lucky winner. Come on, you gotta go to the side. You did nothing wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. We just do random checks from, time to time, whatever. And you're the random check." So I was like, okay. So, I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I go over, the guy is like, "Come on over here." So I go over, and he takes this like alcohol pad or whatever, I don't know. And he puts whatever solution on there, and then he rubs it around on my luggage, on the handles and stuff. And it came back negative or whatever because he put it through the thing and it didn't react. So he was like, "Okay, you're good," and went on about my business. So I thought that was the end of it. So now we're in the airport, we're waiting on the plane, we're waiting for the plane to come, which was delayed. So we're just having a good time. There's like 28 of us on this trip, including myself and my son. We're waiting in the airport, having a good time, whatever. I'm jolly because I like to get up early in the morning. Everybody else is kind of dragging because they're not morning people. So I'm used to getting up at like 4 or 5 to start my day. Not everybody. And again, I emphasize not everybody. My son included. My son is one of those everybody's who doesn't like to. But anyhow, we get on the plane, flying, we looking out the window. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. Look at this. I'm gonna have a great time. La 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 la. Viva, 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 viva Mexico. Viva Mexico. Having a good time. And we land. We're getting off the plane. I grab my luggage. My son gets his luggage. And we're going through the airport. Going through TSA, put our stuff in the thing. No. On the way, because you don't have to do that when you land there, right? So we're walking through, and the lady in Mexico, has a dog, like a drug-sniffing dog, right? and she's making the dog sniff my stuff. She was like, oh, welcome to Mexico, yeah, nobody, and she's like bringing the dog over. So I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm walking with my best friend, my girlfriend, who's like my sister. She's my ace boon, right? And we're actually there for her birthday. This is the purpose of the trip. We're all coming to Mexico for her birthday. And as we're walking together, the lady is like, she's not checking my girlfriend's stuff. She's checking my stuff. And she comes over and she's like, I just need uno momento. One moment, please, one moment. And I said, okay, no problem. And she's trying to drag the dog. The dog did not want to come over and smell my stuff because he didn't smell anything already. So she's like trying to drag the dog, and the dog is like this, as she's like pulling the dog to come over and smell my stuff. She like physically puts the dog on my stuff and puts his nose on my stuff, and the dog is like, I already said that she's good, like she's good, lady, she's good. So she's like, oh, okay, all right, you're good. So I'm like, duh, I know I am. I'm not a drug smuggler. I'm not a mule. I'm not like none of that kind of stuff. I don't do drugs. I have never even smoked weed before. So like, come on, leave me alone. So we go through and we have a great time in Mexico. Wonderful time. Wonderful. It was hot though. It was hot as Hades. So let me tell you, I can't go to hell. I can't go to hell because I can't even take like 90-degree weather. I cannot. I'm being so serious. But anyhow, so now trip is over and we're coming back, right? We go through the airport and we kind of get separated because there's like several lines and they're like, oh, you go this way. So my son and I, we go in the shorter line. We think it's the shorter line. Everybody else is in the longer line, and they're just like flying through. We get to the line, and it was like the girl's first day of scanning luggage or whatever, I don't know. So there's two other ladies in front of my son and I who also they packed light too. So they had a 20-inch Pullman and a backpack or personal bag, just like I did. And my son had a backpack and then like a smaller, like cross the body bag. So we're going through, put our stuff on the conveyor belt, they're checking it, and they're like triple checking it. And the lady's like backing up the conveyor belt, putting it back through, backing it up, putting it back through, and she's looking at everything. So they put the lady in front of me, her stuff off to the side, and then they put my stuff off to the side. And they're checking through that lady's stuff, and it's taking a long time. They're checking through her stuff, and she's good. So I get there, and they're checking through my stuff. And the lady's like, open this. So I told you I had all my toiletries and stuff in there. But while we were in Mexico, I had to buy some sunscreen because it was hot as Hades and I got sunburned. But anyhow, I had that stuff in a baggie with my you bring your own like wash rag and stuff like that, right? So I had that in there. I had the sunscreen in the bag with my wet personal items, that you wash with. And it was like folded up. So she opened it and she looked, and she was looking at the SPF. She was like reading it and stuff, making sure that it was copacetic basically. And then she was like, okay, open this, go in there, look at that. I'm like, what is this? And so she checked all around the perimeter of my bag. You know how the inside of your bag has like an inner zipper? So she's like checking all in there and stuff. I'm like, lady, I don't know what you think I have, but I don't have it. So she takes her swab thing and she swabs all over, and then she swabs my hands and then runs it through this machine, and it came back negative, I guess, because she was like, oh, it's okay. I know. I am not a drug smuggler. I am not. I see people on drugs and I feel bad for them because they feel like they have to do that and they don't, but whatever. So she says, okay, we're gonna put your bag through the machine again. So she takes my bag, puts it back through the machine, the x-ray machine again, after she done checked it. Then after it comes out, she checks it again, like does a little once over, and she says, okay, it's good, you can zip up your bag. After you done already disheveled my thing, like you gotta, when you pack light like that, you have a system and everything kind of fits in a certain way. Now you done messed up my whole system. What in the world, lady? I don't know who you think I am. I am not El Chapo's wife, girlfriend, side piece, none of that stuff. My son was teasing me because the whole time we were there, they kept calling me señorita. I don't mind being called señorita, but in the group, I was the only person being called señorita. Oh, hola señorita. I was like, oh, hola, ¿cómo está? And like, oh, habla español. A little bit. Of course, I say that part in English, like a little bit. A little bit. I don't know what they thought though. I don't know what they thought. But share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know about your other travel incidents or experiences. If anybody else have gone through this too. And please tell me, what is it that I am doing that is causing them to check my stuff? Am I not looking the part? Like, I don't know. I dress the way I'm dressed now. Like, I mean, I'm not going to the airport in like slippers and pajamas. Like, I get dressed. I get dressed to go to the store too. So I don't know. That's just me. So I don't know. Tell me, give me some tips. How can I avoid this? How? So if you like what I have on, you know, my little dressy dress, you know, like what I got on, or, you know, you want me to make you something because I'm actually making a bag for a customer right now, check out my website. Link is below. If you want to get some like ready to wear stuff, I also have an Etsy shop. You can go there too. But don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. Also comment, share your own personal stories, and check me out later. Thank you. Talk to you guys soon.